um Arranged marriage or the modern marriage. I don't know if to call it modern marriage because it's been existing for the longest. You know, I always think that there's so many things that we are not doing anymore that we thought we have freedom to do. And I look around at comparing uh, the arranged marriage and us finding our own partners. And I've always believed, and I've come to conclusion when I look at families around, we always think that arranged marriage is outdated, it's backward and all that. But when statistics clearly shows that arranged marriage, most of them, they end up being successful. Not all of them, please understand that, not all of them, but most of them, they end up being successful than the love that you find yourself. I do believe that love is not only about butterflies. We can learn to love someone. Love can be a decision that we make, a decision that I'm gonna love this person. I fully believe that. The the unfortunate part, I don't know if I'm using the right wording, is that the common people, I mean the people who don't have money or they don't have that reputation in the community, they tend to opt to find their own love. But people, you find that they have built legacies in their families. You find that they are traditional and everything, they have a reputation. They are not apologetic about arranged marriage. Because if there is arranged marriage, you find that the families get to know each other. They get to know the beliefs, the values, the things that they practice. Is this family, do they practice witchcraft? What kind of curses this family seems to have? The diseases that exist within a family which are hereditary. The problem is that when we go out and find our own love, I'm not saying finding your own love it's wrong, but I think also we need to reconsider arranged marriage. And we always think that arranged marriage is something that is done by some people who are desperate or they cannot find a partner and all that. And you find that parents, they strategically arrange for their kids to meet up. Parents, even this day, I'm not talking only about Asian families, I'm talking even black families, they do that. And there is so, according to me, I think looking at it, I think there is so much benefit. Because when you are dealing with someone that you are meeting by the street, you know nothing about them. You don't know about the family. You don't know if their mother is couscous. If you don't know the behavior of the sister. You may find that in that family, the man had kids or the man had children married already. They will never tell you. You may find that the man has got another affair or affairs and that family won't tell you. But usually in a arranged marriage, everything is in the open. I'm not saying arranged marriage is perfect. That's not what I'm saying. From Mondays, I always used to ask about this arranged marriage when I was young and everything. The problem also of arranged marriage of us, where we do the modern thing, is that we grow up with guys who become so much like our brothers when they're not our brothers. So it's even difficult for a guy to come and propose to a girl he grew up, but we take each other as brothers and sisters. I'm sure wherever you are, they've been guys you grew up with, you went to school with, where your families know each other, and it's not just one family, it's generations of families that know each other. But the problem is that you view each other as brothers and sisters. You become related when you're not related. At church, there are families. Even myself, I can think of about 4 families in my family where we are not related, but the way we are, it's like we are related, and there is no way that you can date each other. Whereas you are not supposed to see each other. That's where you could have found a better partner, because you have the similar background, you have the same beliefs, you have similar ambitions and whatever. You see life almost similar. I'm not saying everything has to be similar, but the most important things are common and similar. Hence, you find even in the royal family, the king doesn't have to be to jola someone. It is known that in that family he's gonna marry whatever. Then love develop. There's this thing that we think love is butterflies. Love is not butterflies. Butterflies can be there, but what about after butterflies? You find that you have different opinions, you have different traditions, you have different values, and now you have to argue. Another one has to compromise wherever. Where else you are supposed to meet, you have to deal with other things. You have to deal with other things. The rich, you find that they want to marry the rich. They want the wealth to remain in the same cycle. But us who are ordinary, we are commoners and everything, we never consider those things. We never look at such things. We think liberation and freedom is meeting someone somewhere by the street. We don't know each other and everything. You don't even know if this person is a killer. You don't even know if this person's got a case of being a rapist and all that and all that. But if it's an arranged marriage, the many things which are the core of marriage are ironed out. I'm not saying arranged marriage is the best than the other one, but I'm just weighing options. I look around. Marriage is beautiful, but I look around. The way people are complaining, when you talk to people, the way people are unhappy. They meet people and it's a short-term thing. They get married and there's so many issues which, if people knew each other, but how do you really know each other? Because you are meeting strangers, but the time you get to marry each other, you have to know each other, and it takes time. And marriage has got its own challenges itself. So I think it's one thing that our generation is almost late, because our generation is, let's say the generation that is coming. I strongly believe that we have to go back and look at the issue of arranged marriage. Because I think we are quick to say, I've heard older people. I'm not gonna say I've heard older people. You know, when we have weddings and we have funerals, and you find, like I said, there are families that I know that were like relatives, and you find people seated there said, why didn't I even propose to you? Why didn't? And the other one will be like, you never look at me. The other one said, no, but you are like a sister or brother. But you find that when you find someone, like I said, you have to get to know each other from the beginning. And let us learn. Let us revise the way we see things. Let us reconsider how we see things. And there's, like I've said, parents, I think I'm rambling. Some parents, I've seen them doing it so strategically, without even the kids realizing, but the parents are doing it. And parents need to be concerned about who their child marry, the kind of partner that they're gonna marry. Is this the kind of woman that, or a man that can honor my daughter? Is this the kind of a family when my child is married to? Is she gonna be accepted and embraced, or there will always be an issue and she just have to stomach it? I'm not saying arranged marriage is perfect. I'm not saying there's not gonna be issues in other families. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that most of us have failed. Most of us are failing. Most of us are still gonna fail with finding people on our own. Yes, there are people who have found partners on their own and it turned out to be so beautiful. So beautiful. But what I'm saying is that why not reconsider? There's nothing to look for your children, for the next generation. That is just my opinion on the issue. You go on social media, people are complaining about relationship. You go to whatever, people are complaining about relationship, this, and you're like, something is definitely wrong. Something is definitely wrong. I know some will come with that argument that, hey, women have more rights. Hey, women now are working. Hey, women are not submissive. But the more I read the Bible, the more I listen to history, the more I listen to my culture history, women have always been independent. Women have always had businesses. Women have always had positions. Women always had influence. Always. It's just the modern way, the Western way, which came in and made it look like African women don't have influence. They don't have position. They are not respected. They are taken as nothing but they're men. But traditionally, it's not. Traditionally, it's not like that. That's not how our tradition is. And whatever that, if you are disrespecting a woman and you think a woman doesn't have value, you think a woman must not have an opinion or whatever, you think a woman for a marriage to be successful, a woman must not have a mouth. That's not an African culture. That is not an African culture. I don't know which culture it is, but that is not African culture.